This is Darth Rabbit07 coming to you today with another quick video review, this time of Titan's Return Metalhawk with Professor Go. Professor Go, we'll start with him real quick right here. He has the ability to manipulate matter and whatnot, and although he can manipulate matter, he has zero paint, has gray, plastic, blue, and then the gold head and the head of Metalhawk are on the back with some really nice blue painting there on for the head. I'm going to get him in a seated position and put him into the ship. It says in the Transformers Wikipedia for the Titan Returns that together, like this vehicle mode can make really quick trips to the moon and back, like 15 minutes, and being a remold and retool of Trigger Happy, I say it certainly helps, make that pliable. I have got his wings in a downward configuration to help use as landing gear for this guy, so I don't rub the nice paint off of the wings. And this is also like another, I like to keep them down, but it's like another tribute to like an old series called Air Raiders that was in the 90s there, late 80s, early 90s. I got one of them. I had a ship that was kind of like downward wing and had the little fins on the back there, so that kind of harkens back that silhouette to me. But yeah, just the fact that this thing can go from the moon and back in 15 minutes, that's pretty flippin' fast. He is also the leader of the Pretenders, and they would ride on prehistoric Earth and fought off the Decepticon Pretenders, who were monsters, and these guys were Cybertronians that took human form, and it was just a neat little spin in continuity I didn't ever really know a whole lot about until I read about it a little bit ago to talk about it for this review. But what I do know about this review, with this being Trigger Happy from Titan Returns mold, this is one of my favorite, most switchable jet modes in all of the Titan's Return, and this came with the Siege on Cybertron pack that had the Powermaster Optimus, the little Titan Returns headmaster that was supposed to be Thunderstorm. I got him in Stasis somewhere still. I've also gotten Stasis Tidal Wave that came with that set, but this was this and the Genrai Powermaster Optimus Prime was the whole reason why I didn't mind spending $99 at BBTS to get this pack. And thanks again to BBTS for having this shipped to me as soon as it came in. This thing is just really pretty. Going around the block there, it's got the little peg holes that you can use for the flight stands. Just love the paint that is applied to this, the tempos of the Autobot symbols. And say this is probably Metalhawk's best jet form, and if I'm wrong, please comment below, point me toward the one that I need to get all my hands on. But for the moment, this is my rendition of Metalhawk, even though he was a pretender and had that shell and that little jet mode. This is it for me. This will be my Metalhawk, but he's just really spectacular. I'm a little nervous about the gold plastic, as gold plastic syndrome has its known casualties across the Transformers and the toy continuums, but for this exclusive, being a part of that 5-piece set, this is a real win. Oh yeah, the last figure in that set was they put Pounce in there, so Metalhawk fought Pounce was what they were saying for the Power of the Primes. And was it, I could have sworn it said the packaging said Titan's Returns, it didn't say Power of the Primes, but it was released right there around the time of the Power of the Primes, right before it. It was Titan's Return, and then Power of the Primes came that fall. I got this actually right around the time of the Great Eclipse, August 21st. Had this in hand, and this was one of the figures I had at the eclipse, so kind of cosmic. It's kind of funny because the Titan Return can affect cosmic matter. Anyway, I'm gonna get this guy to his robot mode and then stop elaborating about this awesome jet. Very switchable jet mode, absolutely love it. Gonna get him in his robot mode and finish off the review, because I think this robot mode is really exceptional. I'm gonna pause this and And here is Titan Returning Metalhawk in his robot mode. Being the leader of the Pretenders, this robot mode has a lot going for a leader. I like the gold, you know, and with those little known nuances, I think it looks really good. It's still held up pretty good. Knock on wood somewhere real quick. I've not been really crazy about the Titan Master weapons, but at least I did give him some gray ones, cast in gray, and it matches his feet and his hands pretty decently. The paintwork is exquisite, being this is an exclusive, and he holds together really good. I just don't like the gapping in the arm, but that's due to the transformation. There's no wrist swivels. He's got the thigh swivels. He's got pretty good knee bends. He doesn't have the ankle rockers, but he's got the little tilt built in, as you can see down at the bottom there. And as you go around the back, you can see where the nose folds up onto the back side. And I just think that this blue that they used for all of it, it's that sparkly, pretty blue. It's a really, really awesome blue to use for this guy. And it's got the hollow legs, but it helps conceal. It folds up into jump mode really good. Most of the time I'll have them displayed looking pretty awesome, something of that nature on my shelf. I will probably never own the Pretenders, as I just really can't get into the way they looked or whatnot, but they was to keep making these. I'll get the rest of them this way. Hopefully they'll do that with Decepticons too. Over time, especially moving through and or make better versions, or even do masterpiece versions of these. Give them a masterpiece aesthetic, make it worth owning, and may just end up, you know, eventually going to all masterpiece before it's all said and done, or third party, and get the best versions of whatever, so I can just have that one good set. But this is one of several of the jets. It's really nice out still here. Try to sit down this afternoon and do the rest of them after I get back. I got to go out to the store against my will, but we got to have some things because the kids just like to eat and drink, and it's still not sinking in with them at the moment that we have to watch that kind of stuff and limit these trips. And so I'm going to ask, please subscribe down in the description there. If you haven't subscribed, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, ring that doorbell to get new video notifications, as we are pretty confined. I've been cranking out a lot of them and get them both into YouTube format and a Patreon, so that if you do visit my Patreon, just that would go a long way to help me and my family out, my channel out, help it grow. And thanks again to all those that have subscribed. I hope this has been a formative, nice piece. If you track it down singularly, I've not tried to do that. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I just know that if you get the set, it was $99, and that set's probably got some black market pricing. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. They do use a better version of the Prime, so that you can do what I did and get the mods, the add-ons for it, and do that. The only thing I had to say about my Optimus there is that he doesn't tab that good in the legs when he goes in. His trailer goes into robot mode for Power Master Prime, and it also has a slight effect on the when it goes to God Bomber, because I did get God Bomber to go with that set, and I've had it like into that mode like 3 times, because it's so fiddly. There's so many little bits and tabs and pieces. But that's my definitive version of God Bomber powered up, Power Mastered up, and I really do love that Perfect Effects set that comes with that, the 15, 16, and the 18. I think that's the rank, because 17 is Ultra Magnus. They do got a black version, it's a Nemesis Prime, if you wanted to put that with the Primal Prime skateboarding exclusive they had a couple years ago. But with that said, this guy is absolutely worth it if you can get your hands on him. It looks really good in both modes. So thanks again for watching. You guys have a happy and safe day out there. It is Monday of week 3 of the please stay at home quarantines, and travel has been limited severely. So y'all just try to stay safe, love each other, love your families, and till all are one. Talk to you later.